Unconventionals. I'm Amelia.
And I'm JP.
And we are finally filming in Quito. Woohoo!
We are over 13,000 feet here at the top of TeleferiQo.
The chef extraordinaire.
If you're thinking about moving to Ecuador and starting your new life abroad, or you just want to visit this freaking amazing country,
hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell, please.
Because we show you what it's like to live in Ecuador and we give you ideas for things to do once you get here.
Unconventionals, I cannot believe this is our first Quito video. We have lived here for a little over 4 years now.
Quito is one of Ecuador's most popular tourist destinations. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so there's lots to see and do. It's also really popular with expats.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun getting to do some of the tourist areas and exploring more of just the area in general. And of course, we have more to show you.
But we did make one mistake. Hopefully you can avoid this mistake. And we're going to tell you more about it after we get up to 13,000 feet.
It's cold. The water is cold.
Agua fría.
Sí. Park again. It's 3,000 meters here, and once we get to the top, we'll be at 4,000 meters. Sorry, I don't know what that is in feet. We'll look it up and tell you later. Tickets for tourists for adults are $8.50, but if you have your cédula because you're a resident, it's $4.99. Well, it's nice and toasty warm in here. The masks come in handy to keep your face warm.
Hi guys.
We're at the top. At least we don't have to deal with skis.
Nope. Estamos aquí.
Yay! Ragua. Chucky Ragua. Es difícil. We're back in the mountains. I feel like I'm on the top of the world after taking that gondola ride up, and I'm starting to be able to breathe again. The elevation is pretty high here. I'm guessing we're at around 12,000 feet. JP's a little short of breath. So we're taking our time, but oh my gosh, Unconventionals, it is absolutely beautiful here. It's a little chilly, but I actually put my scarf on because I felt the sun burning my scalp. I gotta take care of that precious skin up there. We didn't realize that there's a hiking trail up here, but it's an 8-hour trail, so we will not be doing that today. We're just gonna go and enjoy some of the beautiful views. Our driver and tour guide, Javier, was telling us that this volcano behind us is Ruco Pinchincha, which in Quechua means the old rainmaker. Ruco means old. I kind of rolled my R's that one time, but...
You did good.
Yay! Poco a poco.
That is the city of Quito, 1,000 meters below us, and we woke up at sea level this morning. So I'm feeling the elevation quite a bit. I feel like my speech is a bit slurred, although it could be the cold wind up here. But I'm doing all right. I'm ready to head to lower ground, though.
I'm glad we were able to have you drink some Maité de Coca before we left the house this morning.
Yeah, the Maité de Coca, I think, is keeping me upright at this point.
That was the first time I've ever swung on a swing at 13,000 feet.
You have some new friends.
Yes, my very first ever hug with a llama, 2 llamas. Don't throw your ticket away because you need to have it to get on the gondola at the bottom and on the top. So if you want to get back down without walking, you need that ticket.
Before we tell you about our big mistake, we wanted to give you some more information about TeleferiQo.
Yes, TeleferiQo was built in 2005, and it is one of the highest gondolas or lookouts in South America. It is really cool. So you take an 18-minute ride up to the top, and from there you can do all sorts of stuff. You can just bum around like we did. And as we mentioned, there's that massive hike you can do if you're really hiking inclined. But you can go bike riding. You can take your bicycle up there and do extreme cycling. You can do paragliding. They allow you to camp up there, although their website said it gets down to 6 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I think that would be extremely cold.
Yeah. And the gondola stops running at night in the evening, so you would be up there all night with no way to get down.
Yes, but luckily there is a restaurant up there, so you can get some services, meaning food and water and coffee. And also I saw that they have medical services up there, so if you are like JP and have elevation issues, I guess you can get some oxygen.
Yeah, I could have used some of that.
Yeah.
So our driver, Javier, he waved at you in the video. And if you need a referral for him, we'll put a link below so you can fill out our private driver and tour guide request form, and we'll be happy to send an introduction email. He is amazing. He is actually born and raised in Quito, and he had some really cool stories to tell us. He talked about when he was a kid that they would hike up to the top of that mountain before there was a gondola. So they walked all the way up there. They would take 12 hours to do that.
I cannot imagine.
Yeah, he's awesome, though. We highly recommend him. He speaks great English, and he's a great driver and has a really nice car.
He does, and he is an excellent tour guide, as JP mentioned.
Yep.
And now let's talk about our mistake.
We woke up at sea level, and within 4 hours, we were at 13,000 feet in Quito. Not a smart idea.
No, poor JP. I kept telling him to get away from the edge. I was afraid he was just going to lose his balance and just kind of roll down that hill, which would have been quite horrible.
Yeah, I was really dizzy. I was really struggling with the altitude.
It was like he was drunk on conventionals.
I felt drunk. Yeah, it was. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you're coming, especially from a low elevation city like Miami, going straight up to TeleferiQo. Quito alone is at 9,400 feet, so that was pretty rough all by itself. But it had been raining for the entire week before we got there. It was the first sunny day that the city had in the last week, and Javier said if we want to go to TeleferiQo, we should do it that day because it has been raining a lot.
Yeah, and so we did because we didn't want to miss our window of opportunity, and we had a great time. But man, it was tough. I was feeling it too. Yeah,
and it was windy and cold up there, especially after leaving the coast where it's been really warm lately. And to go up there with the wind and the cold and the lack of oxygen, man, it's so thin. The air is just so thin at that elevation.
We've forgotten since we haven't been hiking at that level, and well, since we left Colorado. I know my cheeks were like windburned.
Yeah, but we powered through.
We did, and we had fun. I love that swing.
We did. We had to get our video for you guys. Hope you appreciate the sacrifice.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a little dramatic.
All right, so after we left there, we were going to go to another tourist spot, but it was late in the day, and because of the elevation, I was not feeling it. So we did go have a traditional Ecuadorian lunch. You guys have been asking us to show more traditional Ecuadorian food, and we normally don't do that, but we had a very special treat, and stick around to the end because you're going to meet my new adoptive grandma.
We stopped for lunch at La Cuchara Organica, which is a plant-based and vegetarian restaurant here in Quito, and we're loving it. It's super cute, and it's a good thing that we found this place, or Javier did, because we're very hungry. And also, check it out, Unconventionals. The chef also has a cookbook with authentic Ecuadorian dishes that are all plant-based, so we are going to get this and have some new recipes to try when we get back to Manta. Yay!
And we'll have to cook in Spanish.
Yes.
That might be a challenge.
It'll be good for us.
Did you find more stuff, Amelia?
Yes. There's all sorts of good stuff to see in here. And they have produce too.
So we're having a traditional Ecuadorian dish. Maíz tostado, which is toasted corn, and mote, which is what we would call hominy. And then it's topped with soya.
Chorizo.
And then chorizo. Mm-hmm. Is that what that's called?
So
it's like a sausage.
It's a sausage.
Oh, that's cool. And then this is plátano or banano?
Sí, maduro.
Maduro. This is really good for a starter.
Like the president of Venezuela, Maduro.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We actually ordered a almuerzo today. The mote was a appetizer. So the first course is the sopa de cebada, which is barley soup, and it is a very big bowl of soup. I think we're gonna have a lot of food. All right, we got our second course, achocha reina. So we've seen the achochas at the mercado before, and we've never had them. So I'm very excited to try it for our very first time. And as I suspected, this is a lot of food.
We got our postre. This is an empanada de piña.
Dig in.
Oh my God, it's so, oh, look at that. Oh,
It's all pineapple. None for me.
oh, fresh pineapple too. It's so good. Riquísimo.
Since I'm allergic to pineapple, they gave me higos con queso de soya, which is figs with soy cheese. And oh my gosh, it is amazing. They're like, I don't know,
It's in a syrup.
and like a smoky sweet syrup. It is incredible. I think I got the best dessert. Mamita Pastora, y ella es the chef extraordinaire of this amazing restaurant. Muchas gracias para la comida vegana.
She's going to sign our cookbook.
Yes, our very first Ecuadorian cookbook.
¿Primera vez que vienen? Sí, sí. Aquí les esperamos y les atendemos con mucho cariño.
Ah, gracias.
Sí, mucho cariño.
Muchas gracias. Gracias.
Gracias. One of the benefits of having a private driver and tour guide like Javier is we asked him to take us to lunch, and he found La Cuchara Organica for us by calling a friend.
Yes, and oh my gosh, Unconventionals, it was so good. We loved it so much we went back there the next day.
Yeah, it's located on the northwest side of Quito. It's a cute little restaurant, and my new adopted grandma, Mamita Pastora, cooks for us. She has been a plant-based eater for 40 years. Javier went back in the kitchen and he's like, the woman on that cookbook over there, this cookbook right here, he's like, she's the one cooking your lunch. And he was so excited.
She came out and she was all vibrant and raring to go and just glowing.
Yeah, I was totally enamored with her food and her cooking, and man, I just wanted to give her a big hug. And we had Javier take a picture of us. She was so tiny that when I stood next to her, I felt like a giant.
I'm really excited about the cookbook because it is all in Spanish and it's all traditional Ecuadorian cooking, which I've been really wanting to try and introduce more in our diet, but it was kind of hard for me to find some of those recipes online.
We had camotes, which is sweet potatoes, drizzled with pasta de maní. Is that right?
I think it's
salsa de maní, which is like a peanut sauce. It's really traditional Ecuadorian sauce that they put on lots of different things here. And oh, it's so rich. Riquísimo.
Well, I want to make those higos, which are figs, with that smoky, sweet syrup sauce.
Yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, highly recommend La Cuchara Organica in Quito, Ecuador.
In our next video, we are going to take you to a volcano where people lived a lot like they did 100 years ago.
It's really cool. All right, guys, that's all we have for this video. And if you enjoyed it, leave us a thumbs up. As always, that makes us happy.
It does. We hope you have an unconventional day, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao. It is achocha reina.
Reina.
I got it completely wrong.